Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore in Teddyappolis, welcoming you to the MGM Grand here on the Vegas Strip in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, for a much-anticipated main event. 12 rounds in the middleweight division. We are looking forward to this fight, especially after seeing what happened at the weigh-in yesterday. A stare down that nearly resulted in a bout breaking out right there. Now they get to do it for real. The Blade's on his way to take this tough challenge inside the ropes, but not much focus and passion in these final moments leading the way here. The Natural's making his way to the ring. You wouldn't know he's about to step into a fight. He looks like he's just out for a stroll.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, the Blade. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, the Natural.
Remember, guys, obey my commands at all times. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up.
Round 1 of 12. The Natural, stunned and staggered. Oh, he's hurt right there. He is hurt. You know, his opponent's doing a good job of just being patient now and looking for that one good shot.
Well, you know, the landscape of this business, the history of this business is littered with guys that they've had someone hurt, they get a little careless, they get caught. He better watch out that he doesn't get put on that landscape.
Gets rid of that body shot.
Back to the body.
He is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor.
Focus, focus!
Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. Way to block there.
Let it go! Back to the body!
A leveling uppercut by the Blade.
Keep working the body.
Good defense, just covering up down low. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Teddy, I've heard you say it a million times early on in a fight. If there's any one piece of good advice you can give, it's start depositing it into that bank. Go to the body.
Yeah, because the interest comes later, and you're going to see the payoff in the late rounds.
Flush right hand to the head. He clearly came in with a strategy here tonight, Teddy, and so many times it's, hey, I'm going to bang that drum.
Yeah, he is banging that drum. That drum happens to be the body, and he figures that he's going to try to move on him, so start doing it early on, and later on, he's going to have a guy in front of him.
What a forceful hook by the Blade. Here's one for you now, he says, right back with the left hand.
Let's go.
And just like that, things turn around. A back and forth round. Both men have been rocked.
This is what boxing's about. This is what battle is about. This is what human spirit is all about.
Big, big shot he just scored with. He goes down in the later stages of this round. He's going to try to survive it.
One, two, three, four, 5.
He went down from a big shot. Now he's got to have some big guts to move along.
You're going to find out exactly what he's made of.
New round underway here. He's hoping that it doesn't look like the last stanza where he was knocked down.
Well, this is a sport, a profession where hope is attached to something very tangible. You know, it's not just a notion, we hope. But it's attached to his jab, it's attached to his head movement. He has a good jab, he has good head movement. Guess what? He has hope he'll be okay the next round.
Keep your head moving. What impact from that uppercut by the blade. And now he brings the left hand upstairs. Comes with the right. Teddy, I don't think he's got visions of sticking around too long. He's landed power punches early.
Yeah, he wants to make it a quick night's work.
A huge uppercut by the blade. Committing to the work downstairs with the left.
Uppercut! Uppercut!
They both decide to bring it. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Up top with the quick hook. Halfway through round number 2. And an excellent uppercut by the blade. The Natural's showing that walking stick right now. Oh, he is stunned. He could go down. Look at this swarming attack. The Natural's taking a barrage of punches. He could go down.
Looks like my screen door on my back porch. I mean, the mosquitoes, there's so many of them, and there's little holes. Some are getting through.
And now he scores with that left to the body.
Finish with the hook.
Parries that punch away. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by the Natural. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top.
Defense, more defense.
10 seconds remaining in this round.
There you go.
Effective work with that flush down. And now a chance to put the pieces back together. He got stunned in that last round.
Yeah, well, he has to get those birds out of his head right now. You know, open that cage.
A destructive right hand by the blade. Well, that's the classic wet noodle foundation right there. He's on wobbly legs.
Yeah, and it's not al dente. It's really, really wet noodles.
Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. The Natural scoring with that right hand. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by the Natural. He scores with the jab there.
You know, Joe, a lot of times you think about a jab being used by an outside guy, but to get inside, you need a cover. And there, right there, was the cover.
The Natural's defense is now serving him well. Nice job blocking that punch. What a hook to the body by the blade. The Natural's jab lands well.
Keep that head moving.
Oh, they both land flush with uppercuts. And he's holding.
Come on, kid.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. just punching air that time. His opponent was able to get out of the way. The blade's doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away.
Good. Come on, kid.
Scored well upstairs with the right hand. Took a shot, now he gives a left.
Just like that. Just like that.
Blocks that punch. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by the blade. He has had this fight go exactly as he has wanted it to go early on. As we begin round number 4, he's up 3 rounds to 0.
The only thing you have to worry about is he hurt his opponent very easily early on. Does he now take for granted that he's going to do that anytime he wants and forget about the fundamentals, forget about the jab and the other things he knew he had to use coming into this fight?
The Natural's jab continues to carry the day. He's wanted it, he's gotten it. With the right. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand.
Stay away from those. Come on.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by the Natural.
Use the ring. Use the ring. Back to the body.
Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense.
Keep your head moving. Keep working the body. Nice work. Nice work.
You can just see that he doesn't have much to him, not much energy there. I mean, how does a trainer fix that?
Well, first of all, you said a key word there. You
Get
said
your
you can
hands
just see. Well, his opponent can see it, so he's not going to slow down. His opponent now is going to come out even faster. So if you're the trainer, the first thing you say is, hey, take a deep breath, get yourself together. Don't let this guy know you're tired. You're not tired.
Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counterpuncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
Work the body. Relax, relax. Back to the body.
The Natural's right hand working well that time. He scored well. The blades making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch.
Move your head.
Come on.
You can tell he's just looking to survive. The Natural's holding his opponent right now, just hugging him.
Yeah, he's doing what he has to do. Look, they work on this in the gym, Joe. We look at all the things where you work on the pads, you work on the heavy bag, putting punches together, but you work on this, on moments when you're in trouble and when you have to survive.
Showing you some defense there with the block. The Blade's opponent's probably looking at him right now saying, wow, you're not changing anything up. You know, he got to him moments ago. Now, he's got the same style that he's looking at again.
Yeah, but he got to him moments ago. Got to him. One time. I think right now it's too early to all of a sudden throw everything out the window. But look for an adjustment if things don't change. If he can't get away from those punches, if he keeps having problems, he gets stunned again, then you might have to look for a change. You might have to make a change if you're going to survive.
See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs.
Punch your body, kid. Body shot. You need to keep that head.
Round in which this fighter threw a lot of punches, didn't land a lot of punches. I'll tell you, what advice can you give to him if you're the trainer?
Well, first of all, deal with the psychological part. Joe, don't forget, 75% of this game is psychological. Don't let him get discouraged, because even though he's not going to say nothing, in his head he's...
Oh! And for the second time tonight, he goes down. Look at this. The Blades unable to get up and continue on.
Ladies and gentlemen, by way of knockout, your winner, the Natural.